Hey, good afternoon. I decided to do question number one for this video assignment number two. And basically, so what we're going to be talking about is how can fluctuations in exchange rate impact Zara? Zara is one of the fast fashion retailers, and was basically what Zara does and kind of what they're about. It's about their main thing is they want to have the latest styles to stores. They want to be one of the first retailers to actually carry some of the new styles that are coming in. So they're definitely trying to keep up with the fashion industry, and they're making their presence felt pretty much. So Zara produces most of their products in Spain, which but generates more than half of their sales in countries that uses currency other than euro. And kind of I think what that is because lately here in the past few years, euro has actually been fluctuating up and down, and right now currently, €1 is equal to 1.3 US dollars. So there's a big of a difference right now, and so what they're trying to do, they're slowing down the brick and mortar stores, and they're trying to switch over to having a more large online presence. So doing a lot of online retailing. And, they're just trying to focus more on the online aspect of things, which nowadays is actually a little bit more easier for fashion industries to actually market their products and actually have more sales on through their online basis than the brick and mortar. So that makes a very smart decision on their part. And so a little bit of what I want to talk about too, that has to do with currency rates. So depending on where the company is operating, so you take this for example, we talked about the €1 equaling 1.23 US dollars. So in each country, it's actually gonna be different. So €1, it might actually be 1.46 in a different country, or take this example for as well. 1 US dollar in Colombia is actually 2,700 pesos. So it's different with the currency exchange. It's different, and so you never know. Some industries actually benefit from it, while other countries seem to struggle a little bit. And that's kind of happening with Zara, since most of their sales are actually coming from countries where other currency is used instead of the euro. And we'll see this with what happened. And so around 2014, a lot of companies actually decided to close most of their stores in Russia. Like Adidas was one of them, and Zara was actually one of them as well, that decided to close most of their stores in Russia just because the devaluing currency there was actually hurting them more than actually benefiting them. So they decided to actually close in 2014. They closed most of their stores in Russia. So there's a lot of pros and cons with the exchange rates, but it just depends, depending where industry is operating off of. And in this case, Zara operates in Spain, where the euro is used. Their profits seem to kind of fluctuate, so that's why a lot of the euro's been going up and down. So, like I said, that's why they benefit from more of their sales from countries that are outside that don't use the euro. So, also, before I go, I want to talk about why this is actually happening, what's continuing. So a lot of what kind of determines the exchange rate is actually based on the economy of the countries. So one here in the U.S., the dollar is pretty much worth a dollar. Or if you go travel to a different country, that changes. Like my example earlier with like 1 US dollar in Colombia, that currency transfer over to 2,700 pesos. So it's just it just kind of depends on the industry, especially in the fashion industry. It can go either left or right. But once again, Zara is a very good retailer. They're doing everything. They're switching over to the online retailer business, so that usually kind of smoothens out that transition instead of having brick and mortar. But like I said, Zara is a very good company, and they definitely know what they're doing. Thank you.